The new rumor in Alabama is that the new offensive coordinator for Alabama will be the former Ole Miss head coach, Hugh Freeze. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's great drama. It's a ton of fun. I love this. If you don't remember, Hugh Freeze was fired and let go by Ole Miss after a crazy scandal. He was tied to a female escort service. He had a ton of phone calls on his phone. He'd broken numerous NCAA violations. It was only a matter of time, really, before the NCAA cracked down on him. You may have watched, I'm sure, if you haven't watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I don't know what to say, but I know that in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, there is a thing called the Island of Misfit Toys. And basically, the Island of Misfit Toys is where all the broken or messed up toys that Santa can't use go to seek refuge. So all the broken toys that nobody wants end up on the Island of Misfit Toys. That's the story. Like Rudolph, if you look at Rudolph, it's actually pretty, it's like pretty awful. The story is like, oh God, the guy left his dad. It's a horrible story. But Alabama is the Island of Misfit Toys. It's funny. You think Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian, nobody wanted to touch those guys with a 10-foot pole. And yet, one man's trash is Nick Saban's treasure. And he's back at it again with Hugh Freeze. He has found a guy that nobody wants, nobody will touch with a 10-foot pole. Nobody believes Hugh Freeze can be a great coach. And yet Nick Saban's like, I'll take a chance on him. I'll do it. I've done it. I did it with Lane Kiffin. I did it with Steve Sarkisian. Why not? I've had success doing this before. I think it's a great move. I mean, you're getting a head coach caliber guy to be your offensive coordinator. It's going to rehabilitate Hugh Freeze. We've seen it. Everybody stays about 1 year. They get out of there with Nick Saban. Alabama has become the Island of Misfit Toys. When you have a problem, when there's a big stigma over it, because here's the thing. Every coordinator leaves Nick Saban. Nick Saban's now had to dig farther and farther and farther down into his pocket to find great coaches. The way Nick Saban does it now, it's genius. He takes great coaches that are great that no one will touch. So he gets way more bang for his buck. He gets coaches that are far above his pay grade. Yet because no one wants to hire them, they take a chance with Nick Saban. It's genius. Nick Saban is getting coaches no one wants. And Alabama is basically the Island of Misfit Toys. Nick Saban is taking one man's trash and turning it into his own treasure. It's fantastic. It's impressive. I love that about Nick Saban. Nick Saban is, he's remarkable. He's outsmarted everybody. He's just a fantastic coach. And I cannot cease to be impressed with him.